Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. And I originally was going to do a video about A5, or I'm sorry, A6 Shenwu, but I need to talk about some things regarding Kofa, some problems that I'm seeing occurring in the game. But before I get into that, I do want to remind you guys that you really should collect these tickets. Don't let these things run out, guys. Use this, pick whatever you need out here so you don't lose it. Now, let's get into the heart of the video, which is some of the problems that are, in Kofas, which is, I hate to say it, but the UE characters, guys. Like, these guys are a little bit of a problem. Now, don't get me wrong. I think the introduction of UE is great, and I thought that update, the Ash Saga update, was very, very good. We got a free Mukai, and that's really what smoothed it over. The fact that we got a free Mukai, the fact that we got, everybody got a free Magaki, at least A2, but a lot of people got A3. Some people got, A5 and up, free to play. There was a lot of players that actually got him, which is awesome. But once that update passed, we're finding out something very, very quickly, as I mentioned in past videos, and that is, in order for these characters to really shine, in order for you to really be able to use them in this game, they need to be A5, and that is a little bit of a problem, Netmarble. And I am talking Netmarble because they're making it to where people feel forced to where they have to get these characters to A5 because, I know that I and maybe some other YouTubers out there are letting everybody know, like, look, you really need these characters at A5 because if you don't, right, and as I've said many times in many videos already, if you don't get them to A5, they're not going to have the overall points. You're not going to be able to use them in this plug-in plan. Now, this is important. This is important. This is a new game mode in the game where people are trying to push these tiers. They're trying to go to higher and higher tiers. This goes all the way up to tier 10. How hard do you think this is going to be, right? And we need, characters that are going to be at A9 and have overall points. We're going to need teams of 3 A90 characters, A9 characters, in order to have enough overall points to be able to do this. And maybe we don't need all the overall points, but we're still going to need a lot. And, when you have 5 different colors here, right, and you need 3 characters of each at A9, that's a lot of investment, right? That is a lot. And knowing that you could pull in a banner and you could have, you could have 100,000 rubies and spend those rubies and still maybe not get an A5 character. I mean, you guys have seen it with me before. You've seen it in some of my videos in the past where I have went to 7 pities. 7 pities, my friends. I'll say that again. 7 pities for my girl, Leona, right? For my girl, I went 7 pities. This is my free-to-play account, so she's just level 90. But on my main account, this girl I A5'd her. 7 pities for her. It cost me $700 to do that. Now, I wouldn't expect people to spend money at all, right? This is a very free-to-play game. And before the UE characters, nobody felt pressured to A5 a character. They really didn't. Yeah, they make some characters where, yeah, if you get them A5, you get the EX core, you get some things unlocked, and it really made them awesome. You could unlock concentration, you could unlock some kind of, core passive, increase critical damage or blast skills or whatever the case may be, and that was all good. But the characters were good enough at level 90, A1, A2, that players were still very, very satisfied with them. Whereas now, they're going to be satisfied through most of the game and most of the game modes, right? And League Match and Absolute War and Guild Raid, right? They're going to be satisfied. Guild Boss Challenge, right? They're going to be satisfied with them, but they're just not going to be happy enough, right? And what happens to players is they start developing a negative attitude and they kind of lose interest in playing the game. So Netmarble needs to find, what Netmarble done is when we A5 a character, they give us a way to get more shards so we can get more prime memory shards. And that's all good and wonderful. The problem is they need to find a better way to allow us to be able to A5 these characters a little bit easier, a little bit more of a guarantee, guys. Like, there needs to be a way that they need to be able to do this, right? Now, I would say UE memories, but we all know there's no way in hell that they're going to do that, right? Whenever they introduce a new rarity, they wait a good, I'd say almost a year before they introduce any kind of generic memory of that type of character, right? So who knows how long that could happen. But what they could do is increase the rate. We have been asking for this forever. All we want is to increase this rate. Make it 1%, Netmarble. Make it 1. What would it hurt to make this 1%? What would it hurt? Or what you could do that would really be awesome is you always put 2 characters in here, or you'll have 2 separate banners with 2 separate characters. There's been times where we had a pickup in here where we could literally choose a character that we want. We could literally pick whichever character that we want, right? Like a pickup like this before our limited character. Why not do that? Why not do that where, at least do that and we could pick one character for that 1%? How hard, do you think that would really hurt the game? No, it would not hurt the game at all. In fact, it would help it so much. Another issue that I'm noticing is our EX characters. Now, our EX characters with the plugin system can use the plugins, and that's pretty damn sick. We can use plugins on them, we can put 4 plugins, and we can increase their overall points, right? But they can only go to A7. They can only go to A7, level 70, right? So they can only reach so many overall points. Now, I know Netmarble was trying to make it to where you absolutely need to have UE characters, but it would be really, really awesome if they gave us some kind of generic memory that would, that would actually take these characters, level them up. If they gave us a new game mode where we could use level 90, A1, A2, A3, whatever type UE characters to farm for materials that would actually level up EX characters to be able to take them at least to level 80, maybe not level 90, but at least to level 80 to kind of ease the pain of pulling for these UE characters. Obviously, level 90 would be way, way better. I think that would be amazing if they'd done that. That would be so good if they'd done that. And make it a generic prime memory. Make it to where we can actually use it on Ivy if we want to use it on Ivy. Or, or one of our collab characters, right? You could level up the collab character to level 80, to level 90, right? We know they're going to use the UE characters, but it'd be so good if they would do that. That would be so awesome. Because EX characters are only going to go so far in those plug-in plans. They're only going to go so far. And my focus is really on that plug-in plan because Tower of Illusion is a one and done. It's a one and done game mode. That's all good, guys, but the replayability is crap because you can't play it again. So I'm focusing on plug-in plan because that's where we actually farm for plugins that increase the damage of any character that we want. Any one of our favorite characters. Leona and Rugal are my 2 top dogs, right? And certain collaboration characters. If I want to level them up and max them out and give them crazy plugins, I want to be able to farm in the highest tier in that plugin plan as I can. And which leads me to the next point. Because these are my favorite characters and there's no UE versions, and I'm sure there will be in the future, then it would be pretty awesome to be able to take these characters to level 80, level 90. It would actually bring back the EX characters a little bit. Another problem I'm noticing is we didn't get any EX characters in this update. We have none. All we got was the UE characters. Now, what would be really cool is if they would give like reruns of like our old EX characters in the UE banners, instead of BS and SS, or just have all of them, whatever, that would be awesome, right? That would be also something else they could do that would improve this game so much. I think there's a lot of little things they could do. Obviously, new game modes. I've talked about that about 20 million different times, right? New game modes, new game modes. We got the plug-in plan. I'm very happy about it. We got Tower of Illusion. I'm very happy about it. But we need a game mode where we can use the UE characters, right? And actually feel like they're worthwhile to have in certain game modes by giving us really good rewards. The idea that I mentioned earlier, where you'd be able to farm for actual, prime memories for EX characters, right, to level them up, or generic EX memories to level them up would be really, really good, right? I mean, there's all kinds of different things they can do. The EX characters have fallen behind now. So why not make it easier for us to be able to get those characters? Why not give us a game mode where, when we pull for a level, when we just pull one time and we get a level 90 UE character or an A2 UE character, we can still use them in a specific game mode to get, because we know they're stronger than everybody else, to get like EX generic memories. Even if it was like, farming for fragments, you get so many fragments, and then when you combine the fragments, you can get an EX generic memory. I think that would be awesome, guys. I think that would be so sick if they would do something like that. Because if they keep it the way it is, where people always feel like they have to go A5, A5, A5 for every one of these characters, well, they're going to lose all hope. They're not going to want to play because they're just going to be like, man, I feel all this pressure to A5 characters. Whereas before, and with all the other rarities we've had before, with BS, with SS, with, EX, we've never felt like we had to have them at A5. Yeah, we knew that they'd be better at A5, right? But we never felt like we had to have it. Now, we feel like we have to have it. And that pressure it's stressful for a gamer. It's stressful for players, because they're only going to have so many rubies. They might spend 100,000 rubies and still maybe not A5 character. I mean, if you think about it, guys, these banners are 18,000 rubies a pop. 18,000. If you have 100,000 rubies, you can do 5 pities and then some level after that. But to A5 a character, you need to get 8 copies of them, right? You need to get 1 copy, you need to get 1 character, and then you need to get 7 copies after that. Think about that. 8 in total. That means if your luck is abysmal, you would have 8 pities. 8 pities, guys. That is a lot of rubies, a whole lot more than 100,000 rubies, and not to mention you still have the card banner. So Netmarble needs to find a way to ease the pain for all the players. I don't expect nothing to be for free. I don't expect everything to be all gifted to us and handed to us, but I do think that they need to ease the pain. They eased the pain whenever they gave us Magaki and especially Mukai, right? They did. They introduced these characters in a sneaky little way where they gave us a nice little head start. But now we're not getting these free characters, right? And we probably will in collaborations, but we're not getting them in our regular KOF banners. They need to find a way to ease the pain. Increase the rates, give us a select pickup. I think that would be awesome. Give us a game mode where we feel like a level 90, an A1, an A2 character, a new game mode where we can farm for really precious materials. Give us a game mode where we can use these super strong characters. I mean, I don't see the harm in that. I think that would be absolutely amazing. And if you guys have any ideas about what can improve Koufas, put it down in the comments below. So let me know what you guys think about the ideas that I've thrown out. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GGiblets7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See everybody. Take care.